welcome to the NAACP number 6315 Information Corner. Tonight, we're going to converse briefly about the importance of voting. But first, I want to introduce our distinguished host, our co-host, should I say, starting with the president of our chapter, Mr. Rondell Joseph.
Good afternoon.
And Miss Shelley Warren.
Good afternoon, everyone.
So we'll start with Rondell, or Mr. Joseph. Mr. Joseph, what are your thoughts about the importance of voting, especially with regards to St. James Parish and then the state of Louisiana?
I am a strong believer in voting, not only for me, but for the future of the kids. I am a coach. I do run the recreation as the second man in charge.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that the kids are our future, so voting right now is important, not just for us, but for them.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if we go back, I believe voting is important because our ancestors, some of them fall on the front line and basically gave their life for us to have that right.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not something we should take lightly.
Right.
Our vote is our business, is our priority. So it's something that we should always exercise.
Ms. Warren.
Well, again, good afternoon, everyone. Good evening. Voting. Your voice matters. Your vote matters.
Mm-hmm.
At this particular time, the climate we're in should make us all be concerned about voting. We should not take voting lightly. At this particular time, health care is on the chopping block. As we are already faced with SNAP benefits have not been restored, the next thing we'll be facing will be the healthcare system and education.
Right.
So it's important
Mm-hmm.
that we all take the time out to vote. But most importantly, it's important that we all have a conversation with family members to engage them in democracy. Your democracy should be one of your priorities. Without those essential things, education, health care, and the necessities such as your food, we would be in trouble. So I'm just to the core of asking everyone to have a conversation with family members, and let's get out and vote. But let's choose candidates that are willing to hear your voice and your concerns, because you do matter.
Well, what I do like is on a national level, the voter turnout rate has increased, and not just by the thousands, but by the millions. Like in New York, it was like 3 million. In Texas, like 2 million, or what have you. And so I can't wait to see what happens in the state of Louisiana. Now, we're not going to have to worry about voting right now.
Right.
St. James Parish, we won't have to worry about voting right now. But Orleans Parish, on November the 15th, they still have to vote.
Yes.
Can you expound upon that November 15th voting situation for the city of New Orleans?
Well, New Orleans has an election coming up this coming Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very important that they do get out and vote. We need New Orleans to increase the percentage of voter turnouts. Listening on our call, 20,000 was just not enough for early voting.
Mm-hmm.
We need New Orleans to show up and show out on November the 15th. Now, I must say this, when you stated about Louisiana.
Yeah.
Mississippi was a red state.
And now they're blue.
Yes. So Louisiana, if we can buckle down and do like Mississippi did, we can flip the state of Louisiana because we do have the numbers
Yeah.
to flip the state of Louisiana.
Yes,
but
we
we
do.
can only flip if we work together. We have to come together. This is not a black and a white thing anymore. This is a us thing.
Right.
We are all in this together.
We're all in this together.
And speaking of coming together,
Yes.
as Louisianians, we like to sit around barbershops or hair salons, beauty parlors, and talk about things
And complain.
and complain.
Yes.
Let's not talk about it. Let's vote about it.
Yeah. Now, this is another important stat, okay? The black voters this time around exceeded the white voter early turnout. And they exceeded it by 0.75 percentage points, highlighting the stronger black engagement, which is essential because that same stronger black engagement is what got our president elected.
Correct.
So we need to understand the power of our vote, and the power of our voice is just as important. Not just speaking it, like you say, in the barbershops and, sitting around or whatever, complaining and chatting, but by punching that button, going into that booth and doing the right thing.
Yes.
So let's move ahead a little bit and give them some other data. And so this is in reference to the Louisiana election code changes and the legislative action. Governor Landry called a special session this fall, and he focused on the election code amendments and the preparations for the 2026 cycle. And so the changes strategically adjusted the election dates for the congressional redistricting and introduced closed party primaries. That's another way of gerrymandering.
Yes, it is.
Another way. And it's effective immediately through 2026, mandating that party-specific voting for the U.S. Congress, Louisiana Supreme Court, the PSC, and Bessie boards. Also, this is ridiculous.
It is.
It is ridiculous, but it's our fault
It's our fault.
because that one for all for one thing, it really stands now. If everybody didn't get out and vote, then everybody suffers.
Right.
That's why they say there's consequences after every election.
Every election. Now, the other point I have is that voters registered as Democrats. People miss this. Voters registered as Democrats or Republicans can only participate in their party's primary for the offices
That's correct.
that I just named, while no party voters can choose one ballot, but they cannot switch
Cannot switch.
for the runoffs.
So
The third party voters cannot participate in the CPP.
So we with that information, we as a people, we must know what party we're going to be with. Are you going to be a Republican or a Democrat?
Right.
No other party will be on the ballot. So this is a decision, and that you have time to make this decision.
Yes.
Because because of the Supreme Court ruling have not came down yet, we have some leg room to push this agenda to the people
Right.
that you must choose your party now. It will not be any flip-flopping.
So why do you think they did it? One of my reasons would be that the independent party is considerably one of the most progressive of the three. That's one of my thoughts. What do you guys think about that?
So before Shelley answers your question, can I say something?
Sure.
So another problem is that we thinking that, okay, we got the first thing, we voted. It's not enough. We got to be educated on voting. We got to
Yes.
be keenly aware of what's going on before we go to the polls.
Right.
If you decide you're going to vote, before you go, if you don't know, talk to somebody who may know. Community leaders, somebody who may know what's going on as far as before you go to the polls. I can't tell you who to vote for, but we must be aware of what's going on before we go press the lever.
Right.
It's not just enough to vote. We have to know what we're voting for and who we're voting for and why we're voting for them.
Yes.
If I'm making sense.
Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
To go back to your statement and your question, voter suppression.
Right.
That's all it is.
Right.
That's it. That's every bit. There's no other way around it. Either we see it now, or we will hurt later.
Or we will feel it.
We're gonna feel it later.
We feeling it now.
We feeling it now. Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
imagine later.
Yeah.
It is called voter suppression.
Yeah.
So to the people, get on board. The time is now. If not now, then when?
So, Rodell, you said something important. You said education. We have to be educated.
Correct.
So I want to urge everybody to take the initiative and go from Louisiana, go and check out the voter resources at the website, which is govote.com. GEAUX vote.com. Then there's another one. It's called Voter Portal. portal.sos.louisiana.gov. And this one especially, which is ldh.louisiana.gov, and educate yourself on what the Department of Health and Hospitals has going, so you can see exactly what is to come. It's a lot of people losing their benefits. SNAP benefits, yeah, we know about that. But health care benefits, people are being transferred out of nursing homes now.
Exactly.
Because they can't afford to stay there or what have you. We have to understand that it might be us today or tomorrow. In church they say, not the day nor the hour. Not the day nor the hour when you will need exactly what you're choosing not to vote for.
Yes.
And see, and another thing, there's a whole lot of different ways you can look at voter suppression, you all.
Yes.
Purging the roll. Purging.
Yeah.
And they're going to start doing it.
Yes. No, they are doing
They
it.
are doing it.
Yes.
They will start purging. So every election matter. We need to get to exercise our right to vote at every election, whatever calendar day, year it may be. Please, ma'am, please, sir, vote.
Yes. Okay, so we're going to move away from voting just for a quick minute. And but before we go, I just want to say this: be not weary in well doing, for in due season, you'll either hurt or understand the benefits of your being advantageous to do the right thing, which is exercise your right to vote. The legal redress for the NAACP is one of those committees whereby a lot of people misinterpret what it is that we are here to do. And so I just wanted us to elaborate just for a brief moment as to why legal redress exists. Can you guys do that?
Well, the Legal Redress Committee, it investigates discrimination. It does not provide legal assistance because we are not lawyers.
Correct.
But we often try to have lawyers and attorneys within the branch
In place.
to help us make some sound decisions on the complaint forms that we may receive.
As to which direction.
Direction to move forward with the complaint.
To tell them to go.
Right.
Right.
But we're not attorneys. But we do seek to investigate once someone come and say they feel that their civil rights have been violated.
Right.
So we do have to look into the matter. We have to look into it.
Right. And so a lot of, like I said, quite a few people misinterpret what's going on. And so I just want to give you guys a gist. As the chairman of the Legal Redress Committee, of what sort of questions we will ask you in order to determine whether or not your civil rights have been violated. It's not just racial discrimination for the black man and woman. It's anyone. It's anybody. If you know nothing about the history of the NAACP, Caucasians started the NAACP.
Yes, they did.
And so some of the questions we would ask you when you approach us would be, of course, your contact information, your background. Do you have an attorney? Because if you have an attorney, that automatically wipes us out.
That's right.
Wipes us out. It's nothing we can do at that point. Have you ever filed a complaint with a government agency before? Did the incident that you are getting ready to file a complaint against, did it happen in the area, the region of, not region, but the parish by which, we are housed? And if the occurrence involved discrimination, what was the basis of the discrimination that you experienced? We need the story. Your discrimination could be based on race, color, your origin, religion, age, your physical ability or disability, your marital status, your family status, sexual orientation, gender identity, your source of income, your place of residence or your business, how you matriculate as a student, your personal appearance, or even your political affiliation. Those are just some of the subject matters by which we would, wonder once you give us the description as to whether or not you have been discriminated and or your civil rights violated.
Yes.
What we don't want to do is have you assume that we act upon things of criminal nature and our activity.
Correct.
That's correct.
And so immediately we will tell you need a lawyer.
Yes.
So that's just the gist. You can go to naacp.org if you'd like to read up on the legal redress participation and how we function, and just go to naacp.org to find out exactly our mission and how we get down. We would love for you to join the NAACP, especially if you're in St. James Parish. Just come and hang out with us and find out a little bit more about what we do and how we do it when we're having events. We've got an event coming up too in 2026, and it's the Freedom Fund Gala.
Exactly, yes. And let me speak a little bit about the Freedom Fund Gala, because a lot of people don't know what the Freedom Fund Gala stands, what it represents for the NAACP. Mm-hmm. Well, what it does, it helps us financially to pour into the material that we need to put out in the community about what's going on. We need funding to
function.
To function, exactly. We need funds to function. We have some fees that to stay in compliance we have to pay to the state, and not just to the state but to national. We have to always be in compliance.
And scholarship.
And most of all, we give scholarships, not just to the east bank of the river, we give to the west bank of the river. We highly support our students to attend a HBCU. And if they choose not, well, we are okay, but we highly support HBCU.
In other words, we ain't discriminating.
We ain't discriminating, but
and I said ain't, mama. God rest your soul.
But we highly support HBCUs.
And it is something we're trying to raise, because the more money, maybe we can move the scholarships up and give more. So,
yeah.
So we definitely into giving back to our community and to our youth.
Yes.
Yes.
So, we're coming down now. Is there anything that you would like to say before we begin to close it up?
So this year we're going to close out we're going to close out this year, but in the beginning of 2026, our Freedom Fund banquet will be held on January the 18th. January the 18th. And we'll have more information out on our Facebook page, on the website. We're looking forward to your presence. In the past, we have some dynamic speakers have came. We've had State Representative Ken Brass. We've had State Representative Delisha Boyd. We've had Ms. Green. She ran for the Treasury, Department of Treasury. So we've had a whole lot of good speakers, but we need you all. We need you all to be there. We need the public. We need you to interact with us.
Okay. And so if you guys have any questions, you can hit us up on our Facebook page, which is NAACP number 6315.
15, correct.
Am I correct?
That's correct.
Or, myself, Herbrina Gordon on Facebook, Miss Shelley Warren on Facebook, and Rondell Joseph on Facebook.
Can I reiterate before we close out?
Yes.
Again, like I said, I don't want to sound like a broken record or beating the same drum. But again, before I leave y'all with the education of voting, I think about the Super Bowl, pretty big event, right?
Yes.
We don't go just to play.
Correct.
We go to win.
Yes.
So we don't vote just to vote. We vote to win.
That's right.
And our motto is we fight.
When we fight,
we win.
We win.
So when we vote, we win.
That's right.
When we vote, we fighting.
That's exactly.
And if we vote, we win.
And I'm glad you brought that back up before we close out, because one thing we have the luxury of right now, we have some time to register our 17-year-olds.
Oh, yeah.
If those 17-year-olds will make their birthday before the May 16, 2026 election, which is the primary,
They can vote.
they will be able to vote. So we need everybody.
And also convicted felons.
We need everybody. Have a conversation at the dinner table with family and friends. Ask about that 17-year-old. Get him to register. It is so easy, y'all. That Go app is so easy to utilize. You have it every day in your hands. You talk on it every day. So let's use it. This is our time. And I'm going to go back. If not now, then when?
And Rondell, you mentioned convicted felon.
Yes, because a lot of them think that they
Can't vote.
Yeah.
Yes.
So can you explain that?
You can get with us. And we will do our very best
To help you to determine.
what role we should take to make sure that you can become an eligible voter.
Yes.
We are here. We are working with grassroots organizations, Step Up Louisiana, Black Voters Matter, Power Coalition. It's so many. The Democratic Party. We are partnership with so many grassroots. The only way we can win, we got to come together.
Exactly.
There's got to be a partnership. And to our churches, and let me not forget our churches. We need you all on board with us. We need you to come from the pulpit to help us to register these young people. It's the young people under the age of 30 that are not voting. We need them to vote. So pastors, ministers, please help us while we helping each other. And when we fight, we win. I want to thank you, Herbrina, for this opportunity, because tonight this is a conversation that was needed, and I'm looking forward to more conversation, and I'm hoping that we can bring more people on to have this talk.
It's definitely going to happen.
Well, we definitely appreciate you.
So I just pray everyone has a beautiful what's left of your day, considering when you're listening to this this interview. And remember, don't just pray about it.
Be about it.
Be about it. Do all you can, while you can, for God and your fellow man to be the best that you can be. Never let your ignorance, nor the ignorance of others, predominate your intelligence. Serving God is the answer. If you exercise your right to vote, that's serving God. And it's definitely the answer.
When you pray, move your feet.
Yes, when you pray, move your feet.
Yeah,
and those are the words of a long time, old time, gone to heaven warrior, the Reverend Dr. Herbert M. Gordon, who fought hard.
Yes, he did.
He fought hard for us to have the right to vote and the right to just say so. And that's why I'm in this fight, because that's my daddy. So y'all take care and God bless you. We love you all. And don't forget, go to naacp.org, join the NAACP, then come to the meetings. And remember, choose 6315 St. James Parish. See you next time.